Hey everybody, today is March 22nd, 2025, and I'd like to do an update video on the greenhouse and the fig trees. We've got some really nice weather today. It's about 40 and sunny. In the greenhouse, it's about 88 degrees. There are my in-ground fig trees over there. We're going to be unveiling them soon. And here's everything. I added a couple of bare roots to my collection over the winter, and this is a nectarine tree. And it's flowering in here. And this is a peach tree, a dwarf peach. Miniature honey babe. So we'll see how that is. But here's the fig collection. And as you can see, we've got leafing and figs. You know, my friends in the fig community were right. They were like, Tori, you've got to trim your trees down. And I did, and they're busting with figlets now. So we'll start over here with the Texas peach. And as you can see, we've got figlets, and that's main crop. This guy here looks like a breba. Yep. I put the corkies in ground in the greenhouse because it takes forever. And it's liking it in here. We've got a ton of breba. Corkies is well known for giving good breba, nice big juicy ones. So we'll check it out. Hopefully it really likes being in the ground. It went from being in the ground outside to a pot to being in ground inside. It didn't like the pot much. It didn't give me, it gave me like two figs, and they were really subpar. I put the Peter's honey in the bag but in ground because why? I wanted to see, I think it gave me really good production last year. I just want to see if it does better with moisture retention in ground. And I know the Peter's honey gets really large, so I'd rather, keep it controlled. That's why I left the bag there. We've got several breba coming in. See? There we go. That's Peter's honey. That's my panache. So far, I've not had a single fig off the panache, and it's third year. You can see the trunk size is fairly large. I'm not seeing any growth just yet. I did trim this back big time. This is my Negretta. It's wet. Negretta is budding. That's my yellow long neck. I put yellow long neck. I put a bunch of trees in the ground in their bags to help me with the moisture, because the cloth bags, you tend to need to water more often, and having as many trees as I do, I kind of I feed them special fertilizer and the JDOM stuff, and I don't want it to keep leaking out of the bags. And so it was leaking out of the bags and into the ground in the greenhouse. So the greenhouse was always wet. And so I thought this will solve so many problems. Like it will retain the moisture, whatever I put in it will stay in it, or otherwise it'll be in the ground where they're sucking it up. And so I've got the yellow long neck, the golden rainbow, Nixon's piece, the Constantine de Algiers CDA, and then the Golden Riverside, Longed Out, Popone, BNR, Martinenca, Ramada, all in the ground. Socorro Black. The rest of these guys, like mostly what I did was I left the Mount Etnas out, and I left the Adriatics out. And what I did instead was I ordered these plastic bags so that when I'm watering them, the water stays within, and then they have a chance to soak it up. So I'm getting ready to feed them all the good stuff, the JDOM fertilizer that I have, which is, if you've seen my past videos, I've got these tanks, and what I did was everything that was from the kitchen, all the dropped figs or figs that didn't ripen, leaves that came off the fig trees, that's what I feed those containers. And I throw fish in there, I throw shrimp shells in there, I've put in eggshells in there, I've put in all kinds of things, all kinds of wonderful things. And so they break down, and it turns into just this liquid. And it's like liquid gold for these things. They love it. The taste of the figs has been outstanding. I don't think I tasted one single fig that I didn't like, other than the pink honey. The pink honey was in its first year last year, and it was loaded with figs, and beautiful figs. You'd be shocked that they didn't have any flavor, but they didn't. And I'm going to chalk that up to it's being their first year. But anyway, that's what I did. That's what I'm doing this year, is combination of these bags, putting my late ones in ground. And so that's why I have these guys in the ground, in the greenhouse, because they're my latest varieties. The early ones and the very hardy ones like the Mount Etnas and Adriatics, I'm putting outside once the weather stabilizes. I've got the Celeste. Celeste I didn't put in ground because it's an early fig, and then it'll stop giving figs after a certain point, so I don't want to waste ground space with that. I kind of want to put that outside. It's supposed to be early too. And I know we're not supposed to get Breba off Celeste, but I've got some Breba on here and main crop already, and it's March, which is awesome. So we'll see. Supposedly the Breba will fall off. That's what Lou says, Lou Monty. So we'll see. This is doing really well. Look at that. Those are all Breba. Sorry, it's not focusing in well. But that is my Spudifora Dark. I put Spudifora in ground and Socorro Black in ground because I love them. They are such great, delicious tasting figs. That one back there is another pink honey. Oh, I'm gonna fall. Okay, we've got our Capra fig. It's finally giving me some figs. Maybe we'll get lucky, and I can try and pollinate some fig trees that I have that I know are Smyrnas. It'll be interesting to see how those figs actually taste, because they are super productive, but I've never tasted one because they always fall off. And so it would be spectacular if once I pollinate them, they turn out to be like these incredible figs, because I got them from, don't tell anyone, some international seller. They were supposed to be something else. They weren't. They turned out to be Smyrnas, because that's what, those international sellers do. They trick you into buying their stuff. So into buying their cuttings. And when you're a new fig enthusiast, you tend to, take a chance on that route. And that's what I did. I think a lot of us do that. And, it's a, coin toss on what you get. And in my case, I got 2 duds. But we'll see. We've got a caprifig, and we'll pollinate them and see if they're any good. I've got a Jolly Rancher here. The Jolly Rancher is really productive. It's shocking. We've already got a main crop. Let's see, we've got Breba down there. And my nose is running. Vern's brown turkey, it didn't give me anything last year. The soil was bad. I changed out the soil, then it started doing really well, but it was already too late in the season, and so we're doing real good this season. Looks like we're gonna get more Vern's brown turkey this year. Pastilliere, same trouble, soil trouble, and I changed out the soil last year, too late for it to do anything. I don't see any budding on it just yet, so it may be a bit late, but we'll see. Maybe another week it'll start budding out. Figo Preto, we've got already I guess that's a Breba, which is crazy. White Madeira #1, we've already got leafing out, and we may have some figlets on here. Yeah, I think we do. My Teramo also had trouble with the soil up high, or changed the soil out. I think it's doing well. It's budding out right now. This is my Strawberry Verte. Strawberry Verte, I was blown away last year, and so I took really good care of it. We've got budding out. I don't see any figlets on it just yet, but it's just starting to bud out now. Crows gave me nothing last year, but look at that. We've got main crop. There we go, main crop. Let's see. I've got a lot of little guys that I rooted over winter. Harry's Crete, that's a new addition. I'm going crazy for the Adriatics now, and so every Adriatic that I ever saw that I ever wanted, I'm trying to get. Because it's all because of the Strawberry Verte. That darn thing, that and the Nicodem Haven, I was like, oh, and I tried a friend's Ponte Tresa, and it was so great that I was like, that's it. I really need to focus on getting some Adriatics, which I did. LSU Tiger, friend Antonio gave that to me. He's selling figs now on trees on fig bed. He's got really, really great quality, guys. If you're wondering about Antonio, I don't know what his handle is on fig bed, but he's got several trees out there now, and look at that. Insane production. LSU Tiger. I went through some phases with the LSU Tiger. Because of Lou Monte, I wanted it real bad. Then I got a bunch of trees, and I was like, forget it. I don't want the LSU Tiger. But then, because of its production, I was like, I think I want it. And Antonio gave me one, which was awesome of him. And it's doing great. My Black Celeste is waking up. It's budding out. This is Colonel Littman's Black Cross, and this is for my friend Kelly, and it's starting to bud out as well. This is a Bakor. My Bakor is really productive, really, it's crazy growth. So this is a Bakor, that's a Bakor, and look, it woke up fairly early. It's already got figlets on it. And it's hard to tell with the shading, but love it. Pink honey's coming in right there. St. Rita, I've got a Breba and leafing out. These are the two cuttings that I got from the international seller. We don't know what they are, but they're so productive that I use them as grafting stock, basically. So every branch that came out, I grafted onto it so that I can ultimately just do that and just graft everything onto something so that I can cut down on, spacing problems. Gosh. I kind of went all over the place. My Cosme Manual is coming in. Maybe I'll just show you guys the ones that are coming in. Cosme Manual is coming in. This is Tina coming in. This is CDD Roja coming in. This is a Montserrat Pons. I've got one of my trees is a Montserrat Pons grafted tree. So everything on it, which is this one, is a Montserrat graft. And this is where I used the grafting tool last year. So here's the graft joint, and there we go. This is Tia Pena. This one is De La Roca. There's the graft union right there. This one is Princessa. There's the graft union right there, and Princessa's got figlets. What else? I have CDD Roja on there, but it seems like the Rojas didn't take at all. I have a Paragelina right there that's coming in. I grafted right there Del San Wami Gran. And I tried a bud graft. I'm new to this, so I gave it a try. It looks okay. I don't know. It looks like it's swelling, the bud. Let's see if I can zoom in. There it is. So we'll see. And then I have another Princessa there, thinking about if that bud doesn't take, I'm just going to cut that branch like either off or way down. I have another tree here. Same seller. It's a Smyrna fig, and I grafted HDA, La Bricha, JH Adriatic, Cavalieri, Nuestra Senora del Carmen to it, all with that grafting tool. My new grafts this year, I did Ondata, DSJG, the Del San Juan Migran. I have a white Algiers. And what I did with those was the regular grafting way. I think I want to say it's the cliff graft or something like that. Anyway, we're trying. Smith trees that I need to sell. A Tina that I need to sell. And it's really coming in. So once that's nice and leafed out and has some figs on it, I'll list that for sale probably on Facebook or something. This is my Texas BA. It's really productive. Look at that. Smith is also coming in, and we've got a ton of Breba and main crop coming in. This is another Smith I have. Look at that. Those are Breba and main crop. It's insane. This guy I thought was an HDA. I don't know what it is. It might be an improved Celeste, or it might be an HDA. I don't know, because as time went on, it actually just rooted last year, so this is its second year. The figs went from bland to very flavorful, so we'll see. I got another Black Madeira, and it already has, this was a bare root. It already has figlets on it and main crop. So I think those are Breba, but I don't think it holds on to Breba. I don't know. We'll see. This is my in-ground Black Madeira. We've got fig on there. Oops. Right there. And this is my Craven's Craving. We've got a fig right there. I think that's a Breba. That's a main crop. Really exciting. Those were some blow your mind figs. Green Ischia. I didn't think it was a green Ischia because when I tasted it last year, it was the first year it gave me figs and they were really bitter. I was like, what is this? I don't think it's a green Ischia, but I think that's a typical experience for some of the first figs off the green Ischia. So I decided, I chopped it up and then I was like, you know what? Let me just hold on to it for another year because it was the first year it gave me, it only gave me like 1 or 2 figs. And so I'm going to try to hold on to it and see what it does this year. And we'll see. Noir de Barbentane. First time I got figs off of it last year. It's 4th year now. And it is, it's budding out. And I'm going to put that, I think, in ground as well because it's a late variety. TNT. TNT is coming in. I guess the majority of them are coming in. Long Dude, they're coming in. Oh, Raspberry Latte finally woke up. I just noticed that. So this is, and I tried grafting to it. La Bourgeoisie. I don't know if it'll take or not. Leon's Montenegro has not woken up yet. And Pota de Caval, it definitely has woken up. And I don't see any figlets on there, but there's 2 here, 2 buds here. So this may end up being a main crop fig. Italian 258 so far, that's all we've got on it. And the buds are starting to swell a little bit, but it kind of is late. My Calderona, I don't see any budding on it or swelling yet. So that's another I-258 because they are so phenomenal that I was going to sell that other I-258, but after tasting them for the first time, I was like, oh no, I'm keeping them. Both. And that's why I got another Black Madeira too. I thought in case somebody wants to buy one, at least I have one that I can sell because they are just so great. Col de Dame Noir. I haven't tasted any yet off this tree. And so this year is going to be the year I know it. And it's budding out. Great sign. So I put it in ground because I was thinking it's the watering. Like the watering, because of the bag, it doesn't retain moisture. It needs moisture. Oh, by the way, they need water. Just like, because if you think about it, in spring, we get so many spring showers. That's what wakes everything up. And so if your fig trees are not waking up, give them more water, warm water, and it'll wake them up. And that's what I did. So I think the moisture has everything to do with whether or not it gives you figs, whether or not it wakes up. And so it's such an, critical component that I decided to try putting it in ground for the moisture retention to see. Capulcurt Negra, same thing. I feel like the water situation really affected it. And so I put them all in ground this year. So that's my St. Martin. It's starting to wake up. And I finally got a real Desert King. My other one was not really a Desert King. And so we'll see. It better give me figs. But I've been waiting. This is like, 4 years? I'm waiting for a Desert King fig. This is my CDD Mutant. And it's waking up. What else? I think I did all this side. Yeah. Oh, I got to show you my Atriano. Look at the Atriano. Look at this. We've got Breba. It didn't give me almost anything last year because of its soil. It needed to be root pruned. It needed new soil. It needed more moisture because it was like ginormous. So I put it in a plastic pot to retain moisture. I root pruned it. I changed the dirt and look at it. Look at this. I've got at least 3 figs on each branch. This is too small, but look. Yep. And then here. It's like, I'm sorry I didn't give you anything last year. I'm gonna blow your mind this year. So that's what it said to me, and I believe it. And so we're gonna have a great year this year. I just know it. Another thing I did in the greenhouse, like I told you guys last year, I put in some fans. I didn't, I always like talk about what I want to do, and then once I start implementing or shopping or looking into it, things start changing. So initially I thought I was going to put fans in the glass, and then I was like, that's going to be when we started looking into it, I don't want to compromise the structure, and it's difficult to get glass cut and stuff like that. Anyway, so I just found these two really cool fans, and I bought them, and my husband installed them, and they've got lights too, which is great because in the winter it gets dark in here so quickly, and I always got to come in and fill up these heaters with the diesel. And so this way I could turn on a light, and look, they've got remotes. And so I can choose the setting of the fan, how long it runs, the light, like everything. And so there's two of them, and I got them from Amazon. They were really just beautiful. And so I keep them on now all the time to get the air circulating in here, because last year, if you remember, I had problems with mites, and that was because there was no air movement in here. It gets really hot. There's moisture in here, and so it's like a breeding ground for bad things. And so I've got the air circulating in here. I open up the vents, and it really makes a huge difference. And right now I have them set at 1, but I can change that. The more leafy the trees get, I'll probably turn up the fans just to make sure that the air is really getting through in here. And that's my loquat tree, and I've had that for a couple of years already, and it's really stalled. You should see the one I have in the house. They're the same age, and it's about this big, and it's huge. And I don't know what's up with that one. I've got JH Adriatic cuttings that pretty much all took. JH Adriatic is really I found it to be very easily rooted, and very prolific. Like that one is doing fantastic. I've got a black Aishia. These are all from cuttings. My Mutante. This is another Strawberry Verte. I think that's another Strawberry Verte. Those are Smiths. I just cut them and I stuck them in dirt, and they rooted. That's a white Algiers right there. And I think I showed you everything. Oh, my black Tuscan I put in ground. Black Tuscan, I haven't gotten a single fig off of it yet, but look at this. So I put it in ground, and we're getting something. Whether or not it'll hold it, I don't know. But it looks to be a Breba. So not sure if it holds on to its Brebas. That guy's Colonel Littman's Black Cross, and it's starting to wake up. Loved the Colonel Littman's Black Cross last year. It was the first year it gave me anything. Phenomenal. And I think that's it for my Iranian candy. Let me show you guys that one. Iranian candy has been crazy. Like, I believe what they say. It is very productive and early. It's looking great. So I'm really looking forward to tasting that for the first time. I'm going to release another video soon showing you guys the in-ground trees. I opened those up and checked them out already. I think we're okay. Fingers crossed. Can't wait to look under the tarp of those and see what we've got. So that is my update for today, guys. Thank you for caring. And I hope your season is off to an awesome start too. I'm really excited to do more tastings this year. If there's anything you guys want to see, just leave it down in the comments. Talk to you later. Bye.